Following is a Buffalo City Life podcast. If you're interested in showcasing your podcast on our network, write to info@buffalocitylife.com. Please subscribe to us on iTunes and head over to buffalocitylife.com to check out other podcasts. Thank you for listening, and now on to the show.
And welcome to the 2015 Second Review Award Show. Now, we did present our nominations last episode, so if you did not listen to that, please go back to the previous podcast and listen to that. This is your host, Ben Dover. Closely related to Silky Smooth.
Oh, wow. Wow. Ow. Wow. Oh. All right.
Today we have Kaiba with his award, which is going to be the the Canadian Caveman Award.
Did you just almost say Captain Caveman?
Oh, I used to love that cartoon.
Dude. Everybody watch it, man. I mean, a dust ball that flies around and hits people at the club.
And just screamed at the top of his lungs.
Exactly.
Great.
Pinnacle of the 60s.
And then we have Silky Smooth in his award, which is the Savvy President Obama Award. What was it again?
What? The Nixon Gets Stabby Award.
Oh, Nixon Gets Stabby Award.
I don't
Okay,
think I'm
sorry
ever
about
gonna give
that.
you like MC duties ever again.
Yes. Well, no, this isn't me. This is terrible radio voice guy. This is terrible radio voice guy. And then there is the final one, which is FAP to Pixels Award, presented by Zippo. We would have Full Tilt, but he's not here because he has a cold / not cold / he just ran around the building, but somehow had a cold. Oh, he's not here.
Yeah, don't you ever remember having that in 5th grade or in kindergarten when you acted super sick in front of your parents so you get out of school?
Yeah.
And then you have your aunt or your grandmother watching.
It's like Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I forgot about that. That's a great
Bueller's
flick,
syndrome.
And I feel like it's a great analogy.
I love
Bueller's
that.
Day Off.
Yeah. I love that analogy.
It's Full Tilton's Day Off. What?
But he was already... for all the listeners out there to figure this one out, we do this podcast right after we leave work. So he was here at work for about a good 3/4 of a day.
Yeah, he was here when I got here, which is pretty early.
Yeah. So to everybody out there, he doesn't just vanish retardedly. He actually works like a retard. Retardedly. Everything that kid does is stupid. Wow. I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean in 2016. I got to wait for my my jackass.
He doesn't want to be
circuit
mean
to flip.
in 2016.
Mean in 2016.
I try not to be mean for a month.
You're running for president, and that's your platform. Don't be mean in 2016.
I don't want to be mean
I
in
should run
2016.
for office.
All right, so we're going to start with Nixon Gets Stabby Award.
Yeah.
And Silky Smooth. So take it over. Refresh us on the nominations and the winner.
Yeah, let me pull up those nominations because I always forget what they were. Oh,
Did you want us to do another one real quick?
Oh, you have them? Thank you.
I got you written down,
All right,
man.
Cool, sweet. All right.
You just got to fill in the blanks.
So Nixon Gets Stabby Award. Not satisfied with the console bundle. Call of Duty. Duty 3. Uncharted 4. Star Wars Battlefront. Gears of War. I think, in all honesty, there was a couple that you could have combined. They all were losers, winners.
Wait, what?
Loser winners.
Loser winners?
Well,
Okay.
yeah. Don't forget, our award is the kid gets picked last. You know?
Gotcha.
They're all losers. I really do have to think the game that is almost like a flagship game for the specific console would be Uncharted 4. Or at least Uncharted, because the series is so unique to PlayStation. So I think Uncharted is it. Uncharted, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
So you have heard it here first. It's Uncharted 4.
That
is the Stabby Gets Nixon Award.
Nixon Gets Stabby.
Him too.
Wow.
You could not have been
bro.
perfectly dyslexic at any moment.
Okay, everybody, go to your garage, grab your hockey stick, go to the fridge, grab a Labatt's, blue light if you want, if you're a pussy, light.
Wow.
And get ready for the Canadian Caveman Award.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, everybody, the Canadian Caveman Award. So for mine was obviously for the best bludgeoning with a blunt object in a video game. If everybody can remember exactly, I did go into very good detail about my award. My first nomination was Batman Arkham Knight, and that is basically reversing a thug who is using a lead pipe against you and then proceeding to beat him with it senseless until he's unconscious. Nomination number 2 is Far Cry 4.
My favorite.
My favorite, too. Using an elephant to grab onto an enemy with his trunk and beat him mercilessly into the ground like a hammer and a nail until he's dead. Nice. Number 3. You like how I did that, too?
Yeah, because they can see you on the podcast. Right?
I keep forgetting that.
And I'm number dyslexic, so we're on number 18 right now.
Super Smash Brothers. And this goes out to everybody out there that has run into this issue. And this is Mario cracking Kirby with the home run bat off the stage for the win. Because everybody who has ever played Super Smash Bros. Knows that Kirby's a cheap bastard.
Lies.
You're Kirby. You're like Kirby person, aren't you?
I'm a Kirby apologist. No, I just think that Kirby's
a jerk.
No, he's not a jerk, dude. I could whip the shit out of Kirby with Donkey Kong all day, day.
Day?
Day.
All right, and number 4 was my personal favorite. Number 4.
He's holding 7 fingers up.
And this one goes out to being Destiny, the Taken King. And this is hitting full tilt in the head with a hammer of Saul for the win in the Cauldron in a match of the Clash. Why? Because it was funny as hell. And he's not here to defend himself either.
And the winner is...
Super Smash Brothers Mario cracking Kirby in the head with the home run bat off the stage for the win.
Oh. Okay. In your face there, Stabby Clinton.
I don't get it.
He's targeting you personally now.
I don't get it.
Oh. And for the final award, even though there should be another award, but we won't go into that, is the FAP to Pixel Award. We had 5 nominations in no particular order. We had Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5, Lara Croft from Rise of the Tomb Raider, Bayonetta from Bayonetta 2, Triss Marigold from Witcher 3, and a side note, I removed Yennefer.
Why?
She's a bitch.
How did you?
Did she turn on you?
Yennefer?
I removed Yennefer.
Why?
Because Triss is better. She's cuter.
No, but you were all about Yennefer.
I actually just banged Yennefer last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
On the unicorn?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it great?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Banger's fine, but I like Triss. Like when I was playing the game, I wanted to do everything I could for Triss. Yennefer, I'm like, I don't really give a flying about her. She's just like kind of a friends that fuck. That would be my. I wouldn't want to go any farther than. Yeah.
A fuck buddy.
A fuck buddy, and that's it.
Well,
but Triss was somebody I would like cuddle for at least 5 seconds afterwards, possibly 7, depending on how good it was.
Oh, okay.
And then finally, the last one is Harley Quinn from Batman Arkham Knight. So I've done a lot of research, shaved my palm, bought a couple boxes of tissue. Anyways, I decided, and it's anyway. Who do you think it is for me?
The way you talk about Triss, I feel like that's especially. I'd do anything for her.
I would.
Yeah, I would have to go with
Triss. It's gotta be Triss.
It's gotta be Triss.
It's not.
Whoa.
It is Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5.
That was my second choice.
Now, the reason behind that, if you have watched anything with Quiet, I don't know. She just seems the most real to me. We're talking about
the most real
pixels on the screen, but if you watch her and watch the gameplay with her and everything, she just seems to be the kind of girl that is like super hot and sexy that just wants to.
This computer's so slow.
I don't know. And the stuff she does, it's like she's had a really shitty life.
Really?
And now she's doing, this is where it's led to her in her life. And to just get a few moments of just having fun, that's what she does.
Okay.
Whether it's she's diving out of a helicopter in the rain and undressing, or she's in the middle of an airplane and she walks up to you, blood-soaked, and flicks a little blood on you, walks away half it while she gets undressed. Just cool little sexy things like that throughout the entire game.
That's sexy to you?
something like that in regards to she's a badass and you probably can go bang her. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I know I can.
She has fake legs, right? Or is that just the never mind. Never mind.
No.
Never mind. Yeah.
I would have to say
prosthetic.
That's insane, man.
Yep. So quiet it is, and it was and yes, you're right. Triss Marigold was right on the edge. Harley, I really, it was that one scene that just threw me, and everyone kind of talked about it when I kind of researched it. Everyone was like, I really wasn't expecting that. Batman tossed her across, and then her sweet little round ass is sitting there, and I think everyone's like, I need time alone. And then Laura, I kind of put her, I wasn't necessarily, I shouldn't put her in there, but.
It's like a pity throw.
Say Lara.
Yeah, Lara Croft.
Lara Croft.
And
she's not that.
No.
No,
I don't know. I did because she's well known. And then Bayonetta, I guess she was there, but I don't know. It's the kind of thing that it always that kind of game reminds me of when I was like 12 trying to watch a Playboy channel through the on a cable thing, and they had like the mixed screen. You know what I'm talking about. Watch the Playboy, and you're like, once in a great while you'll get to see something, and that's like Bayonetta. Like once in a great while. Something will happen, you'll kind of see something. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool. But it's like, few and far between. So there you go. That's my long and short of it. Congratulations, Quiet.
More of the short of it. Yeah.
I would have to sit back and just say that every week there's like another piece of that onion that gets peeled back about you. Mm-hmm. And it just gets weirder as we keep going deeper into the center.
Man, that's got a smell.
It's got some funk to it. Just for shits and giggles, guys. He's not here today because he's playing hooky. Whatever. I don't know what he's doing. Probably that too.
Trying to find it.
Well, so for him, he had the best what the fuck ending in a video game. I'm not going into elaboration because I don't give two shits about it. Winner was Limbo. There you go. Have it. Limbo. Limbo won his award. He feels like talking about it, let him not talk about it.
Yeah, and if you are interested in it for some great reason, you could always go back to one of our, I can't remember but
it was the last
go to
episode.
a podcast.
It was the last episode.
No, he actually did a review of that game.
Oh, that was
yeah, that's
holy crap.
like 4 or 5, or episode 4 or 5. But you can go back and look, and he does a pretty good review of it. In his defense, he does a good review of it.
In his defense.
In his defense. He doesn't get defense.
That was the 2015.
16.
Well, it was 15, because now it's 16. It's the 2015 Second Review Game Awards.
Woo.
Tune in next year for some more Stabby, Bush.
Why you gotta bring mine up?
Captain Caveman.
Captain Caveman.
Whack off to round pixelated boobies award show.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I'm already excited for it.
The anticipation is overwhelming.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's only like what, another 50 some odd episodes away.
Yeah, I need a cold shower.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, since that was awesome, I'm gonna take over here for now for the rest of this episode. And you know what? Let's. We got a little bit of time here, guys. So let's go through a couple games that are coming out this year that has been labeled as most anticipated games of the year for this year. Now, a couple of these are going to be my own personal favorites and personal picks, so if you give a crap, say whatever you want. But, for one of them, one of the people out here says Battleborn. Now, if anybody isn't very familiar with Battleborn, is basically it's going to be a kind of MOBA-style game. And there's a lot of
who produces I forgot the company who was... They're pretty good, though.
They are pretty good of it.
Isn't it Blizzard?
No, that's actually the other game on the list.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking it was Blizzard. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. Anyways, with Battleborn is going to be, it's going to be a niche game, I think, though, because a lot of people out there, aren't really familiar with how MOBA style games work. And from what I can tell about this game is that basically there's different character classes, each of them have their own unique abilities, and basically all you're doing is just blowing shit up. That's all it is. As everybody looks it up. So another one on this list is a very interesting one. I've only seen very select information and video footage about this, is Firewatch.
Okay.
You guys all familiar with Firewatch?
No. Wasn't it a TV show back in the 80s?
I have no idea. I was like 2 in the 80s. Well, Firewatch is actually going to be, actually supposedly, being classified as one of those sleeper hits. It's a first-person adventure game, and basically all you're really doing is you are actually a forest ranger. Hold on your thought there for a second there. You're a forest ranger that actually intercepts mysterious broadcasts coming from somewhere in the preserve that you're watching, rangering. And basically the entire thing is you're trying to figure out this mystery of what's going on. And throughout the entire game, you're getting, you're on a walkie-talkie with another, she's a chick. I'm going to just flat out say.
Is she hot?
I've only heard her voice, and it is cute.
Okay.
So the voice is cute. And all you're doing is you're running around, going through, any kind of dangers. You're walking through the woods, climbing around, stuff like, stuff you would do in the wild.
Is it kind of like, what is that, Before Until Dawn or whatever it is, where you're kind of, it's almost narrative?
Yeah.
In some aspects, and then video gameplay in another aspect?
Exactly.
So I was a forest ranger this morning because I was dealing with so much wood.
Anywho.
When this goes on YouTube, I'm going to add laughter, okay? I'm going to add lots and lots of laughter and clapping. And
all right, another one on this list is, and a lot of people, including myself, didn't think this was ever going to happen. Deus Ex is coming back. What is he doing?
He's disgusted with me with that last joke, but go on.
All right, Deus Ex is actually coming out with another sequel. It's going to be called Mankind Divided, and not much information has been shown out. Obviously, it's still sticking with the cyberpunk, FPS style to it. But basically, it's just coming to a point where, what could happen with the human race and the possibilities of being attacked by its own technological advancements. Right. And if anybody's really familiar with it, maybe people out there that watch like this anime, Ghost in the Shell, where they dealt with cyborgs and crazy androids that went nuts and shit. Star Trek.
Yeah, cyborgs. The Borg. Hello.
The
Borg, man. The cubes.
They're not like the Borg, man.
In Hot
like the
7 of 9, she was a Borg at one point, and she had cybernetic boobies.
Well, basically, it's it's just coming to the real boiling point of the entire franchise's thing is these cyborgs or these advanced humans. Basically, people that have lobbed off their freaking left arm and decide to put a robot arm on it. And then the people that kind of refuse them. They want to stay au natural.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this is becoming to a boiling point, this one actually has a release date already set for it on the 23rd of August of this year.
Okay.
So
now, what is it exclusive to anything, or does it look like it's going to be
available
platform-wide?
for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
Because this is a franchise that started out very good, but then had a couple really stinkers, and then they rebooted it.
That was the last one. The last one.
I heard it was kind of a stab in the dark in their last one. It was kind of a pretty big hit, and now they're coming out with this one.
Exactly. And another one that I personally picking out is going to be, another entry from Telltale Games. They're actually going to be doing a Batman game.
Cool.
Yeah. Not much information has been released, but it's going to follow the exact same episodic styles, the same, point-click, choose your words kind of thing, and it's going to basically, just follow around Batman, just making, making the hard choices, really. It's like, if, am I going to save this guy? Am I going to kill this guy? Whatever. So
Batman doesn't kill anyone.
Batman killed people. It's in the comics. He killed Darkseid.
It's definitely killed people, man.
See, I was under the impression that he doesn't kill people.
Actually, I think it was the
Batman doesn't want to kill people, but he
has
will.
killed people.
He killed the Joker.
Yeah.
I don't follow Batman all that
Actually,
close.
in the comics, prior to the 60s, the 60s version where it came out with the show with Adam West.
Yeah. Boom.
Actually, in the early years, Batman did kill people. He did kill criminals. He carried a pistol with him. And it wasn't until that they followed, they needed to finally go to a non-violent scenario. And then that's why we got the Batman we do now.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Another one on my personal list is a new Ratchet and Clank game.
Oh boy.
Come on, man. Ratchet and Clank is awesome.
Isn't that Sega?
No, it wasn't Sega. It's Insomniac.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank was PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation exclusive game. So,
I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah.
Sonic probably.
You're thinking of Sonic. No, Ratchet and Clank. It's well over 10 years now. This franchise is still going strong. And the nice thing about this game is actually it's pairing with a movie that's coming out in, I believe, February or March of this year.
A Ratchet and Clank movie?
There's a Ratchet and Clank movie coming out.
I can't wait not to see that.
I'm gonna go see it, man. You kidding me?
All right, man. Let's go.
Another one that I've been seeing popping up a lot. It premiered last year at E3. Is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm-hmm. You've been talking a lot about this, yeah.
Yeah, I for one finally got to see the trailer a couple days ago, and everything about this game looks epic. I don't know how much cooler could ever get. You're hunting robots.
Dinosaur robots.
They're not all dinosaurs, though.
But in the trailer, they're almost always dinosaurs.
Okay. Dinosaurs and animals. Let's go with that.
Okay.
All right. But it looks nice because it follows a really good style that a lot of people like, is that open world, selection choices, stuff like that. So, and the nice thing about this is, like, there's, they're trying to figure out the history and what happened to people. If people are scratching their head right now, basically track back to this a little bit. In Horizon, you start off as kind of like in a Stone Age kind of time, even though there are robot dinosaurs and animals out there. But what happened is that humanity created the robots, and then at some point, they haven't really diverged into it, and they just got to a point where they left Earth, and they left all the robots there to run Earth. But there were still some semblances of human civilization there, and basically for, I think probably greater, what was it, about 1,000 years in the game?
I think that's what they said, yeah.
Somewhere around 1,000 years. We emerged again as a kind of like a Stone Age civilization where they're now trying to figure out what happened. Why did we leave Earth and didn't take everybody with us? So that's a game I'm very interested in that one.
It's a PS4 exclusive, and I've never ever wanted to buy a PlayStation in my life. Well, I had the original PlayStation, but ever since I got Xbox, I never thought about getting. But after watching that trailer a couple hundred times, you have to watch it. It's awesome. It's like to the level of it's a Far Cry 3 meets Fallout 4 meets other thing. It's just it looks like it's a wonderful mix of a whole bunch of really cool shit, and it is an RPG game, so that will draw me in because I enjoy leveling up and creating characters and leveling them up and making them stronger and stuff, rather than just going around kicking ass and not really getting much for it. But anyways,
another one I'm personally looking forward to. It's already been released last year on PC, but it's finally coming out this year on PS4 and Xbox in June. Is Ark Survival Evolved.
Yeah.
And everybody out there should know this game by now. Basically, you get to build it's all online. It's all online multiplayer, PvP. Basically, you're building a civilization. You build your fort. You have to survive by eating, drinking water. You can tame dinosaurs, ride dinosaurs, make weapons.
But one of the best thing about that is the character creation is said to be one of the best ever. Like, you can just do pretty much anything you want, and it doesn't end up looking really, because a lot of times when you do some crazy stuff, it looks really, really bad. Give you look odd, but I guess the way they've developed it looks really, really good, even if you have like a crazy looking player. So their character creation in that is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, definitely. A couple other ones we've already touched about this one. Ghost Recon Wildlands is being touted as one of the hottest games coming out this year. If anybody's ever played any of the Tom Clancy games, Ghost Recon, this is following suit. Nice thing about this one, open world, play as you want, play stealthy, play aggressive, do whatever you want in this game.
Because you actually had like a little blurb about this before a couple episodes ago.
Yes, 2 episodes ago, I kind of diverged into this, 2 or 3. It was after... I think it was after our Black Friday episode.
Gotcha.
So it was like 2 or 3 back.
But it's in Batavia, yeah, it's in Batavia, right next to Rochester.
It's in Bolivia.
Bolivia, thank you.
It's in Bolivia. The other one that's coming out, it's been 2+ years in development, and it only keeps looking better every time you see footage of it. Is The Division, and now
oh my god, that still hasn't released.
It's released this year. Couple setbacks. It's I believe supposed to be the end of March, is this year. But the one thing that Xbox just got their beta not too long ago, and then PlayStation is supposed to get their beta either this month or the beginning of next month. So we finally get a taste of it. The other one that I keep toting about is Rebel Galaxy. For some and this is why it's on the list of anticipated games. At the end of last year, it came out on PC in October, and then it was supposed to be out for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One by the end of last year. Well, guess what, everybody?
It's not there.
It's not last year. We're now in 2016, so hopefully this game does launch sometime this year for the consoles. But a lot of people that I've talked to are, they want this game. Who doesn't want to fly around space and just blow shit up?
Right.
A couple of little ones here. Something we might have touched on a little bit way in the beginning of our podcast ever is No Man's Sky.
Oh, not this again. This is never going to get released.
It is. It actually has a release date for this year, in June, actually.
I'll eat my hat if it releases.
There's not much to it. It's procedural. This game is generated on its own. And actually, they actually have an estimate on how many planets can be made in this game.
It's in the trillion.
14 quadrillion.
Quadrillion.
I have no...
Silky, what is a quadrillion?
What is a quadrillion, the number?
Yeah, what is the number? How many zeros is in quadrillion?
Like
I can't even say it. I'm
12.
Quadrillion?
Yeah,
Quadrillion.
quadrillion.
That's like 30, isn't there?
30. All right, well, Silky finds out how many zeros are in there. But basically, this game, if anybody doesn't know anything about this game, you found out how many zeros?
No, I'm not going to.
You're not going to find out how many zeros? All right, it's a lot of zeros, people. This game is actually being made by programmers. And I mean, yes, games are made by programmers all day. But these are actual legitimate, not game programmers. They don't work in Python. They don't work in those programs. This is actually a complete and utter, I want to say AI. It just does its own thing.
Right.
And the only reason that it's taken so long for this game to come out is obviously they have to make sure that all the bugs are worked out of it. When it creates all these worlds, make sure that, a giant walking dinosaur doesn't just float on water.
Right. So, and it's also a fairly small studio. Very, very small
Very
studio.
small. I think it's 5 people.
5 people, yeah.
So you can kind of see why. A couple other games here on this list. Street Fighter V. I don't know why.
Why not?
Who cares anymore? I mean, what are we on? Super Street Fighter 5 Turbo? 4.5 Turbo?
Now you're just making shit up.
They make shit up all the time. I can make up shit too. When they had Hyper Street Fighter Turbo Edition 3 or whatever it was. Anyways, that's on this list too. Also, for those people that really love this game, and it was one of the first games actually on I believe the PS3 era consoles with PS3, Wii, and Xbox, Mirror's Edge was one of the first perfect score games of that generation.
That was a fantastic game, to be honest.
Exactly. So Mirror's Edge Catalyst is going to be coming out in June of 2013. So anybody that's been watching that gameplay...
When is it coming out?
June. Why did I say 2013? Wow. I'm sorry, I can't read my notes.
That's an exclusive, people. You heard it here first.
It's going to be
2013. The ghost of Tilton hovers above us.
Even in puke, he's still with us. No, June of 2016 is the tentative release date. Obviously, these are always subject to change in any way, shape, or form. It will be released on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Another game that's going to give people a lot of hard-ons, Dark Souls 3.
Ugh.
I know.
Fucking just die. That franchise needs to die.
No, I'm just kidding.
There's a lot of people that love the Dark Souls franchise, so this is no different.
I don't remember if I played that or not.
You don't play this. You don't play that game. You endure it. You do not play it. You have to
live it.
Yeah, it's
a weird game.
I tried it for about an hour, and I just pretty much said, fuck that, and walked away from it.
It's going to be launched on the 24th of March, and then we'll get it about a month later. That's 24th of March in June, or in Japan, my bad. And April 24th, it'll be launched in the U.S.
What about Canada? Is it coming out of Canada?
Canada's the same. I hate you. Canada's the same time as America.
Okay, good.
You know, North America, Canada's North America.
Okay, good.
Next one on this list is my personal favorite, is Far Cry Primal.
Yep.
We did talk about this a little bit a couple episodes back. Who doesn't want to be a freaking caveman and have to battle a saber-tooth tiger with a stone knife? I know I do.
There's a YouTube channel called Game Society Pimps. They actually, that company developing it, contacted them and sent them a copy of it, which is about half done or 3/4 done, or in regards to the landscape and stuff. And they've been playing it, and oh my God, does that look good?
Yeah. So obviously everybody's kind of literally listened to us talk about this game and probably seen as much footage as possible. It will be released in the United States and North America.
In Canada. Go on.
I hate you. February 23rd of this year.
Oh, it's not bad.
PC players will only have to wait till the 1st of March to get their hands on it. So only a couple days.
That's fine.
You know, you can wait. You can wait 6 days, right?
Oh.
All right. Next on the list is Doom.
Yeah, I'm on the fence on this one.
Are you on the fence on this one?
It's amazing, but it's just not really my style of game.
And here's an interesting tidbit. When did the first Doom come out?
1996?
No.
97.
92,
Nope.
93.
Nope. 93.
93, okay.
Doom first premiered in 1993. And it's still going strong. Everybody's probably seen enough footage of this game to know that it's going to be messed up.
It looks amazing.
Oh, it looks gorgeous. And that's going to be released sometime in the first half of this year. For either it should be coming out. This note says for either PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, but this was a month-old article. Since then, they have announced that it will be out for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
It's Bethesda, so they usually do that. They're pretty good with it.
And the next one on this list is actually going to probably catch you guys off guard a little bit. Mass Effect Andromeda.
I'm surprised they even came back with one after their backlash of their last one.
Yeah, you know what? Those people can go screw themselves.
I do.
I enjoyed
do
Mass Effect 3
many times.
But and this one is going to be probably the number one most expected game for 2016. Just because of the way it's going. It's moving away from Commander Shepard, and this is a couple hundred years into the future, where at this point humanity can't survive on Earth anymore. Or I believe there was something that was going to threaten Earth. They haven't given much to that story, but basically what ends up happening is that you are just a random nobody, and you're helping humanity find a new home. And throughout the game, you're basically going to be meeting, old allies, new allies, new enemies, old enemies.
Blue chicks with giant boobs.
Blue chicks with giant boobs, yeah. And the interesting about this one is that for a game of this size, at least how they've been portraying it, it was first announced back, last June 2015. So, it's pretty impressive to see that, they're going to, A, launch a game this year from New and then B, how long ago were they starting on this game? Probably right after Mass Effect 3.
Absolutely.
So, there hasn't been an official release date, but it is known that it will be releasing on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
All right.
And that is all I have for anticipated games that I could find so far.
Okay, so I do have a teeny bit of trivia, kind of a little bit, maybe a little bit.
Let's
something really quick.
I like trivia.
That's what I said. Something really quick. And all right, so I have two questions for you. The first question. Now, I watched a video and read a couple articles on this. Now, everyone knows what Steam is.
What's Steam?
Steam is the PC version of a platform where you can buy all the games and shit. So, how much money, conservatively, did Steam bring in 2015? Not necessarily what they kind of cleared and everything.
Are we ballparking this one?
Yeah, kind of. It doesn't have to be exact, but it's how much did it how much did it generate? Gross sales
Silk?
Oh, if I had to guess, I would say
No, I don't.
2 billion.
2 billion.
2 billion. I'm going to say 1.2 bill.
3.7 billion.
I win.
3.7 billion.
Price is right here?
And they said they probably cleared about 20% of that. When it's all said and done and everything's been paid off and the light bills have been paid.
I'd have to say that's probably, in conjunction with like all the like dollar game sales.
Yep, that's
because how many people go there and say, "Ooh, $1, ooh, $1, ooh,
Yep.
$1, ooh, $1." By the time you leave, you got 20 games and you're giving them $20.
So essentially, they cleared $600 million. Okay.
Awesome. Congrats to Steam.
The last question I have for you two. Oculus Rift has been announced.
Oh,
and the release date is out, and it's coming out in the second quarter of 2016. And you can pre-order Oculus Rift.
I think Oculus Rift is I think Oculus Rift is going to turn into the Last Guardian thing. They're going to keep giving it a release date, and then they're going to keep pushing it.
Oh, this is the first time they've actually come out with a true release date. They've actually narrowed it down to.
I think they're gonna.
Didn't they also say it's gonna be like $600?
Won't put past them.
What am I even doing here? What am I even doing here? That was my question. How much was it?
You can't.
God, you just killed the kid.
You can't just sit there and be like blah 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 blah. And
Hoover
start
stabber guy.
And then let's start talking because that's what's gonna happen.
Well,
spoiler alert.
Well, my main point was going to say that every single article you read, they said it was going to be between $300 and $400. It was almost like they were promising it. And now the release date is coming out, and you can pre-order it, and it's $599. So it wasn't $600; it's $599. Take that.
Oh, okay. Now it is the price is right. I would not spend double the amount of what my system is worth for Oculus. Like, that just makes no sense to me.
Yeah. And not to mention, it's actually been shown that Sony's coming out with their own.
Yep.
Sometime, and they say they're close to having it done.
Yep. PC is supposed to come out in the first quarter, and it's through HTC called the ovulation thing. I forgot the name of it, but it was the HTC one. I think it was called Ovi or something. It's some weird name, but it's supposed to be coming out for the PC, and they're with Steam doing this, and they've been rushing through it to get it out before the Oculus Rift.
I don't think the Oculus Rift is going to do anything.
Well, they got a really big backer in Facebook.
Ooh. Yeah, you also hear. Here's a little.
It's a quadrillion-dollar industry.
Here's a little off news. You brought up Facebook. It was announced last week that actually Mark Zuckerberg, he either has or is building Jarvis for his own home.
Yeah, why not?
It's true. Real quick news, since we are running short on time.
Give me some news.
Sony has announced that PlayStation Plus subscriptions will be extended as a compensation for the recent network downtime. It's down for 10 hours, being restored a couple hours later on the 5th.
Thank you, hackers.
So there you go. Details with the lengthy extension will be shared soon. Then we have
Bill
Mafia
Gates
3 will be released coming out April 26th. You feel like that game?
I didn't mind that. I played the original one.
Yeah, I played them. I mean, they were pretty good.
Destiny's New Year gifts are coming out today.
Woo! Yay! You can already see my excitement. Oh wait, my copy already got traded in the GameStop, which was for $1. I got $1 for my copy.
To make them holla.
Yep. They're expected to arrive this afternoon. Which more details at that time?
Watch me grow in anticipation for that.
Xbox One update hits today, fixes some behind-the-scene bugs. So don't expect any new features, but they've fixed some unspecified bugs. It's a piece of shit.
Because their last, not to interrupt, but their last update was like ginormous. It made the system run almost twice as fast. So I wasn't expecting anything from this update.
Another news about Microsoft is the fact that they can't stop releasing Xbox One bundles, so let's make your own.
What?
Yeah. official Major Nelson blog on Tuesday, one of which offers a unique choose-your-own-game option. So the $349 Xbox One 500 gig name-your-own-game bundle includes a system, controller, and a download voucher, good for claiming one of 4 games. Forza Motorsport 6, Rare Replay, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, or Rise of the Tomb Raider. All 4 of these games were already offered in bundles of their own, but you might have trouble finding them after the holiday season, so they're letting you pick which one you'd like.
Cool.
Seems like a bad reach.
I think they're also going to do more expensive models with Rainbow Six Siege bundle, and you know how they got the backwards compatibility going on, so... Yeah, they still suck.
You suck.
Wow, if only that could have made it into the award.
Yep.
Choose your own bundle.
Choose your own story, bro.
Woo!
And that's it. 40
Awesome.
minutes of us talking about nothing.
Exactly. That's how we do it every week. All right, guys.
Guessing trivia.
I threw my trivia across the room.
You did.
I
I
saw
was
that.
disgusted.
I
You know
saw
what?
that.
You know what?
Oh, was it? Oh, holy.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
To everybody out
No,
there.
I didn't my pants on. What are you talking about?
He just turned his back to him. Anyways, guys, all right. This takes care of our award show. Also, some anticipated games that we'll probably end up playing sometime this year. Next week, guys, I'm going to have a Just Cause 3 review. First review of the new year is going to be Just Cause 3.
Awesome.
And hopefully we have some legitimate trivia.
Yes, I can speak English. Yes.
What?
Huh? I'm channeling Tilt right now. I got a cold.
Is this how we're going to end every episode this
Yep.
year? It's just weird shit. All right, guys. I am Kaiba in the back corners, the J Zippo,
Yo.
the Silky Smooth.
You know it.
Oh yeah, he's not here.
Yeah.
The Full Tilt is somewhere probably fake puking right now.
Keep it classy.
He's breastfeeding his child.
Everybody, catch y'all on the flip side.